Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I'm your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Fund, the prop firm, Trade Genius, and we're in here on a Wednesday, hump day. Yes, middle of the week. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is feeling good. Went out to my car this morning and somebody broke. I guess somebody was trying to break in my car and broke my back windshield on the I have like this little windshield on the very bottom part on the rear of my car. Someone broke it. So my bad. I was a little late. I was just running out. I went out there and I don't know it's funny how you go to do things, right? Like something made me go out there. I think I was getting something out of my car, and I happened to look, and I saw it was all shattered. And I happened to look, it's glass all on my bumper and a whole bunch of other stuff. Boy, it's crazy, but it is what it is. I ain't even tripping. It's something I got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Just another hiccup is what I call it. But yeah, good morning. So Dee, good morning. Miss T and her 3. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Chris, good morning. Aqua, Grand Risings. Let's get it. B Cologne, 3 more to the vault. Welcome to all. Get ready for a nice ride. Coach is a blessing to all. I appreciate you, my guy. Lynn Foley, good morning. It's hump day. Let's get it over this bearish hump. For real, for real. Have y'all been profitable watching this live? I'm just going to laugh at that one. Good morning. V Brewer, good morning. TG family, I play all as well. I've already smashed the like button and encourage you to do the same. Now charts up, trade copiers are synced. Now crush this trade session. C Moody, good morning. Some serious price action yesterday. Trend was definitely correct on sales. Still so many bullish liquidity to be grabbed, but price does what it wants. Absolutely. Good morning, geniuses. Jerry Jack, aka Mr. Payout. Yeah, C Moody. I'll let stuff like that. I'll let y'all handle that. T Pruitt, good morning, my brother. C Dub, good day. My nail girl, good morning. Trading thugs. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Mike, good morning, my brother. Corbs, good morning. Edgar Martinez, good morning. Trent, what's your thoughts on SpaceX? How will it affect the markets? That's a good question, man. Let's talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, let's talk about that. Just remind me, because that's something we definitely could talk about, or we could talk about in our members only stream tonight. You know what? Let's save it for the members only stream because we don't have too much stuff to touch on in there. You know what I mean? So let's definitely save it for the night. And like I said, in our members only stream, I definitely would love to talk about that. I think that is something definitely, how would I say, something really good to expand on. That'll give us some talking points tonight. I think that'll be cool. And great question too. I want to say that. Great question. Let me get this thing going over here. I had to delete all of my, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but because I have so many accounts, I don't know if it's just because I have too many accounts saved in my TradeGheenyuz or actually in my Google passwords. But for some odd apparent reason, when I'm going to log into my accounts, it seems like, I don't know. It just seems like it has an issue. So now I've been having to delete all of my saved usernames and passwords out of Google passwords, and then just start putting them in manually. When I have them all in there like that, it gives me an error code, like basically like something's wrong, and then it's not allowing me to log in. Then it's taking me 15 to 20 minutes just to be able to log in. It's just the most craziest thing, but I just had to find a workaround. So it is what it is. All right. So Kiara, good morning. So good morning. You opened up 2 funded futures last night. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm cool, Kiara. You know, just one of them things. You know what I'm saying? Just one of them things. See, Moody, I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know what, y'all? It's one of the things where it's like, you know what it is? I got a lot of stuff going on that I'm about to try. That's like going to be like totally life changing for me. And what I've noticed is, and maybe you'll notice this in your life too, and then we're going to get to the charts, is that if you ever noticed, when you're ever at a point in your life where you are making positive change and you're doing something for the betterment of yourself, or maybe for the betterment of your situation, your family, whoever's, a part of your situation, whether that's, like immediate family or spouse, kids, whatever, children. I don't like to say kids, but children, whatever. When you're at that point, you'll notice it'll be all kind of adversity to start coming your way. It's like the devil be working. You know what I'm saying? Like just pay attention to that. And at that point is when that's like, for me, it's a determining factor to let you know that you're on your way to something great. But all of these, I call them like speed bumps, or someone like throwing a shopping cart in your way where it ain't stopping you, right? It's just slowing you down for a second. You just got to get around it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at all of this. But I've been noticing, because y'all heard me say this many times, like I'm working on some things, right? I'm working on some major things right now. And I've noticed like it's just been a lot of different adversity just coming at me all different kind of ways. Now, let me say this. I am not complaining by one bit. Like, I'm a soldier. Ain't no kink in my armor. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's how I was bred. New Orleans bred. So if anybody know anything about streets in New Orleans, then you know how I'm bred. So with that stated, like ain't nothing gonna ever stop me. Nothing's gonna ever, prevent me from getting where I need to get to. Yeah, you throw a shopping cart in my way, a speed bump or whatever to slow me down, but I'm gonna keep it pushing no matter what. So with that stated, you just got to look at that stuff and just understand what's going on. Don't let it get to you. It's kind of like trading, right? No emotions, no feelings, and you just got to just move. Just got to just keep moving forward. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And then other than that, you just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all of y'all in the chat. Just wanted to let y'all know that it's it's silly stuff, but it is what it is. But thank goodness for insurance, right? And thank goodness for being able to get it done. So when I get off stream, I'm gonna have Safe Flight come out here, fix it up real quick, and then what it is. The good thing is that I'm glad, like this is like the second time. The last time they didn't break my window. Somebody went in my car. My fault. I left it unlocked. But out here in Calabasas, I know a lot of people, they be going through cars. Like I know how it is. Like I said, I'm from the streets of New Orleans. What thieves do, they'll walk down the street and they'll just check every car. And any car that they catch that's unlocked, they're gonna go in and see what they can get. The good thing is I don't leave really nothing in my car. You know what I'm saying? I don't leave no valuables in my car. So if you the person that broke in my car the first time, they was just practicing because they didn't get nothing. So that's how I look at that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna rock. We gonna keep it pushing, and we gonna get in on this trading day, and we gonna let all that. We gonna let all that rock where it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even dealing with that energy. That energy ain't even about to I'm not even about to deal with that today. Yep. Let's see here. It's happening to me. I'm contacting support. It's been, yeah. You know what, Emily? Something I've noticed. Like I said, I've noticed with TradeGheenyuz, and then we'll jump back to that. Emily, because I definitely want to expand on that because I noticed it's something that has been progressively getting worse with the login on TradeGheenyuz. But I'm logging in on TradeGheenyuz through TradingView. So other than that, I know I kind of took up the time this morning. And I always like to do a feeling check-in. So if y'all can, let me know in the chat how y'all feeling. We got to audit our feelings this morning. And said New Orleans is a portal, for real. You know anything about streets in New Orleans, and you know what it is. You know what I've been through. But at the end of the day, it's all a part of a part of who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like them streets made me, as well as my grandparents. So with that stated, let me know in the chat, how are y'all feeling? We got to audit our feelings. Let's get that done. So let me know how y'all feeling in the chat. One word me, anxious, tired, whatever it is. Let's audit our feelings. And then we're going to move to news really quick. And we got about a little less than 2 minutes before market opens. And we'll kind of just go from there. So let me know in the chat how y'all feeling. We audit our feelings every day. Let me know. One word me. Ready to go. I love it, Mike. We got 74 viewers, 37 likes. Let's get the likes up. And I want to see 74 of y'all engage with me. Let's go. Put it in there. Let me know how y'all feeling. It's important that we do this. This is It's just a morning exercise that we should be doing every day. All right. So with that stated, we're gonna get to news, but at the same time, I want y'all to let me know how y'all feeling. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Ha ha ha. See Moody, see Moody's funny. Determined, Regina, I like that. Hella bands motivated. Feeling unsure today. That's okay. That's okay. It's good to know that. Sneehall, my sister, said blessed. Laser focused mind, optimistic. Edgar said uneasy. Okay. Kaz says sore. Hey, what? Bro. I don't know if y'all saw my post. I'm super sore over here. T. Wiley said great. I think it's Leona. Leona said blessed. T. Pruitt, my brother, said blessed and grateful. Jerry Jack, a.k.a. Mr. Payouts, said well. Bodovan said feeling fine. Pivot Point said sleepy. That's right. I know you work. You just got off. You had I think you worked like overnight, I think. Right, Pivot Point. Lynn Foley said cautious CPI day. Kira said new job and my bad routine. Need couples therapy. That's hilarious. Kiara, you're so funny. My nail girl said feeling good. Another day to learn about NQ. Absolutely. Chris C-Dub said good. See, Moody said ready to rock. Britt said tired. Corb said feeling good today. Janice said great. Let It Cook said live below your means and be blessed with what you got. Absolutely. Market open. Let's get there. Market just open. All right. Oh, let me turn my I had all of my indicators off. All right, they're all back on now. All right. So let's see what we get. And sorry I know the rest of y'all are posting y'all feelings in there. Y'all know how I like to read through all of that stuff. So my apologies about not being able to get to all of them this morning. But yeah. Order filled. So looks like we may get a daily strat long today. Let's see what we get. Oh man, look at this little bitty tiny. Oh, well, not yet. We have the market structure shift. We just need a fair value gap. All right. So let me jump back over here. News today, y'all already know. It was Wednesday. It was CPI. And that's pretty much it. Canada got something going on at 6:45 and 7:30. Will that bring any volume in the market? I doubt it. No disrespect to Canada, their economy doesn't really pull no weight like that. So we'll have to sit back and see. I don't think it will, but we'll be paying attention. So other than that, let's just keep it pushing because nothing else rocking at the moment as far as news. So it was just CPI for us today. So, but yeah. So right now we are waiting for a fair value gap to form. Once we get a fair value gap, I would definitely place my limit order at the top of that fair value gap and take the buy to this target right here. So let's see what we get. While that's rocking, we can go over, hold on one sec. I know we didn't get a chance to do our daily bias and stuff like that, but we'll definitely talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it once we just trying to make sure I don't miss my entry on this trade if it's going to set up. So let's see. Yeah, CPI. This was the CPI candle here. For anybody that didn't know it, it was like, I think it's like a 200-point candle. Crazy. So what we got here? High on this candle, on the CPI candle, the news candle was 945, and the low was 738. So actually, it's over 200 points. So what? 206.5 points to be technical. Wow, that's pretty big. 200 points. I mean, that's an 800 tick candle. Yes, 800 tick candle. That's insane. That's pretty insane. So let me see. Yeah, everything's set. Yeah, everything's set. All right, cool. Well, let's see what we get. I don't know, bunch of sell side liquidity might not get that setup that I was looking for. But the good thing is, I'm glad that the fair value gap did not form, because I think price wants to possibly grab some of this sell side liquidity and kind of just go from there. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get. And we're close to the 8% line. And that thing sold overnight like crazy, right? Y'all saw the 5-0. It got stopped out 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. 4 times, 4 times. My island girl, how are you? Miss Impress. What's up? What's up? Because London took out Asia highs, but did not take out Asia lows. Daily bias is bearish, right? Ooh, laser focus minded. If that's what happened, you are absolutely correct. And I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying I didn't get a chance to see it, but you're right. If wait, hold on. If London took out Asia high to Asia lows, but not, that's correct. If London takes out Asia lows and does not take out Asia highs, then we look for the market to be bearish. Absolutely. So we do have a target down here, but I would not hold that far. So it's crazy. Now we got the DS short set up. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So let me see here. Let me make sure I sent out that last. Did I send the last one out? I did. All right, cool. Well, let's see. We may get that DS long. We may get it. Who knows? We'll see. But you are correct, laser focused mind. That's how would I say, great eye on that. And it's good when y'all also do it too, because then I don't really have to. But at the end of the day, I still do it for everyone else. But laser focused mind, like I said, great eye on that. Great eye on that. Great eye on that. So, but you are correct. And just kind of looking at price, I don't think that, the way it went, just kind of looking at what I saw this morning when I happened to just like to peek in at the charts. Because of course I was out there taking pictures and taking video of the little small lower portion on the rear of my car. So yeah, I haven't been able to park in the garage. I'm getting the floor done in my garage. I'm getting like this stuff done in there. So I haven't parked in there. And then I had this guy supposed to come up and finish up these shells, but so all right, so we got the fair value gap. I'm going to place my order right here, my limit order at what's this? At 28,868.75. 28,868.75. 28,868.75. That's going to be my entry. 28,868.75. And I feel like price is going to take off without me. All right, that'll be a buy limit. All right, cool.
Order submitted.
We'll see. Let's see if price comes back to tap me. And let's see here. My stop loss would be, let's see here. What would this be? This would be 730. That's 137 points. That's 520 ticks. Yeah, look like price may leave without me. It's all good. If it does, it does. No harm, no foul. We take it as it comes. Taking a scalp on YM to keep my live account from inactive fee again. Oh, smart. 12-hour shifts must be awful. I was laying inside at my brother's house. He's building a soccer field. Oh, dope. That's dope. Dope. Enjoying my new linen shorts from Old Navy for $12. Moodinator, you a Moodinator. See, Moody boy, you funny, bruh. You funny. He said he said I'm enjoying my new linen shorts. I love it. I love linen. I love linen shorts. I have a couple linen outfits. Linen is cool, especially when you are, how would I say, when you like, somewhere super hot. But yeah, man, that's what's up. Moodinator, you're funny. Carla said a little nervous. Hella Band's funny. Hella Band said, market open. For y'all, for those of y'all, I don't know if y'all saw it, but Lazy called out a he called out a long on the 15-minute time frame. I don't know if y'all saw that. We're in the gym at the moment, but I'm still watching y'all. That's what's up. Everyone smash that like button. That's what's up. They're purple. Hey, bro, I wear, boy, what? I wear all colors. I ain't no color I don't wear. Let me see what my brother T. Poor say. The YN breakout strategy is so powerful. Just passed my eval with 8 trades. Nice. Nice. You know what I think? I'm gonna start doing? Something I've been thinking about. I think we're gonna start doing a Members Monday segment. Let me know what y'all. I want y'all to tell me what y'all feel about this. So I want to start a members Monday segment, and on that Monday, I'm gonna let members come in, share their screen, and basically I'm gonna bring you in as a guest host, and let you share your screen, and then let you show the strategy that you trade. Something I've been thinking about doing. That'll be cool. I think it'll be not only a highlight for the community, it'll also be a highlight for that particular member. I'm saying member, but subscriber who, this won't be a members only thing. It's something that we'll do in the morning. So it'll be for everyone. The reason why I thought this may be good is because I only trade NQ. And I was just reading what you said, T. Pruitt, my brother. You said like the YM breakout strategy. I know Jerry Jack, aka Mr. Payout, trades the orb strat, and I know some of y'all trade other things too. Like I know Soak trades, you trade something. I know other people trade like HSS. So that'll give how would I say, the community an opportunity to see some other strategies because I only trade NQ. So I think that might be good just for the for the stream, for the community, and also for for you as well. You know what I'm saying? You can showcase your skills and let the community know what you're doing, where you learned it, why you learned it, all of that type stuff, how it's been working for you, and all of that. I think that's something I've been really thinking about doing. But yeah, and like what T. Pruitt said. All right, so we tapped in. Let's see here. I'm going to put my limit order. I'm going to put my limit order. That's really far. Let's see here. Let's put my stop loss. Put my stop loss here. Let's go with a sell stop. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take profits. I'm going to take 4. I'm going to trim my position right here. 4 contracts. Order submitted. Confirm. All right. So entry is 28,868. My stop loss is at 28,772.75. And I am definitely taking, I'm trimming my position right here, pretty much almost at the top of this wick, but I put it just a little bit below. And that'll be at 28,378.50. I'm tripping, y'all. At 29,018.50. That's where I'm going to trim my position. I'm going to trim 4 of the contracts. Basically, I'm trimming 80% of my position. And then I'll leave 20% of the position in with basically 1 micro runner. I'm in on micros. And then, yeah. And then we'll just kind of just rock it from there and see what we get. So Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, there it is. Bank those 4 contracts. Now I'm going to change my stop loss down here to 1 to match what I have. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to let that runner run. We'll see what we get. And on the runner, I'll just take, actually, I'm just going to let the runner run. I'm going to let it run. I'm going to let it run and see what we get. Let's do this. Let's go.
Order filled.
All right, cool. I can let that go a little bit more. Oh, I got to get out. Had to close to meet my little. What's happening? Why is this not?
Order filled.
All right, cool. I had to get out because my 1 leader. My fault. My 1 leader was actually a eval, so I had to meet the consistency rule on that. That's my fault. I should have made the eval a follower, not a leader. So I had to close it out so I wouldn't go over the consistency rule. But we did good. I took lazies. I also took lazies long. So we did 2,300. Wait. Actually, we did 2,305 accounts for Lazy's trade, and then in my trade we did 1,600 and what the heck? Oh, golly. All right, whatever. It is what it is. I didn't even add them in. Man, too much going on, boy. I tell you, one of these good old days, I'm gonna be able to just stay focused. I didn't have all of my accounts in my copy trader, so I missed out. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Something every day. Whatever. Tradeify broken. No, all the accounts is cool. I actually didn't add my take profit trader accounts to my. I didn't like turn them on in my copy trader, so I missed out on profits in those. But that was a lot because, I mean, there's a lot going on in my brain right now with everything going on. But yeah, so I missed out on profits, and I could have had $1,600 in profits and, what is that? In 13 accounts. It's all good. I got it in 8 though, so it's cool. It is what it is. It is what it is. So pretty good day today. 15 banger invalidated. Let me see. Yes, 15 banger is definitely invalidated because 615 candle on the 15-minute time frame was bearish. This candle was 630 candle on the 15-minute time frame was bullish. So yes, so definitely that is invalidated. Laser focused mind. You own it today. I can't close out my Tradeify for some reason. You know what, Ty? Try to go into another thing too. I hate that this is happening, but I'm glad at the same time because we need to figure out how to overcome all these little caveats that we deal with, all these little cumbersome issues that we deal with. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like we have to learn how to overcome them. Trust me, it's cumbersome, and it can be frustrating. I ain't gonna say it can be frustrating. It is frustrating, but we have to allow ourselves not to get frustrated because it is frustrating. I'm telling you, you got everything set up. You got your copy trader. You're ready. You're there. You're making sure everything is good, and then you look and things aren't working the way they're supposed to. Right after we spent our money on this, we paying monthly on this stuff, and it's like no one you can call to. How would I say to like there's no one that you can like call and say, hey, you know, this is happening or that is happening. Well, daily was finally hit. So that's a good thing. You know, that this is happening or that is happening. So at the end of the day, it's like you just gotta deal with it, unfortunately. But yeah, so with that stated, this is what I would recommend. if you're using a copy trader, I know when you get your prop firms, you're getting them through TradeGheenyuz. So this is a little workaround, right? We always got to find ways to, like my grandfather always told me, there's more than one way. There's more than one way around the corner, grandson. He would always tell me that. He would always tell me that. So with that stated, what we have to remember is we have to remember that we got to find workarounds. So this is what we can do. On another tab, open up TradeGheenyuz, like just TradeGheenyuz by itself in another tab, right? And then if you have the issue where you can't, where Tradeify or your copy trader, whatever you're using, is not allowing you to close out your trades, go into TradeGheenyuz and close them out in there. That'll be like the best workaround. And hopefully, that will work. That should work. It is what it is. Like, what can you do? You can't call nobody. You can try to, you can get it, you can holler at chat and support and tell them that this and that. They ain't not about to do nothing. It is what it is. Let's just keep it real. Now, if it's an account issue, like something that we were talking about with, who was that? I forgot who it was yesterday, where I think it might have been Q, where the accounts weren't matching up. Where I think it was Q, where you had traded 2 days and you definitely were under the consistency rule, but the dashboard was saying something different. On something like that, you can call on that. That makes sense. But outside of that, like, of course you call customer support on stuff like that, because stuff like that you got to call. But on stuff like when we're dealing with these copy traders, ain't really nothing we could do. Basically, we can call and do all the complaining we want. Are they really going to change anything? No, because think about it. There's no account involved. They ain't like they're about to give you no bread. They can't reset anything. You know what I'm saying? They don't show in TradeGheenyuz either. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Or maybe try logging out. That's the thing, though. When you're in a trade and you don't want to log out and log back in, I get that. Yeah, that's poo-poo. Just got to try to find a workaround. I took so much TP, but my shit would not let me close. Wow, I just logged out of TradeGheenyuz. Yeah, I don't know. Just figure it out. Just try to figure out the best way you can. Just maybe refresh, just try things. The best thing I say, just try things. Just try a bunch of stuff. Don't sit there and just be stuck. You know what I'm saying? Just try a bunch of things, because that's the only way as traders that we're gonna, get over this hump. Now, at some point, hopefully 2 years down the road, when we're all super profitable, we'll be trading out of some live accounts. You know what I'm saying? Trading our own cash flow, not dealing with all this extra stuff that we don't need to be dealing with. So there it is. But just understand, unfortunately, that there are always going to be glitches. It sucks, I know, but we just got to try to find workarounds. That's all we really, really can do. And just don't let it frustrate you, because if it frustrates you, it's going to mess up. It's going to have you in a different mindset going through the day. We still got to be ourselves, right? If we're mom, if we're dad, we still got to be mom. We still got to be dad. We still got to be whatever our position is in our career. If we go to work, whatever that is, right? We still got to be sister, brother, nephew, daughter, son, like I said, mom, dad, all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. I know it's tough, but just do everything you can. And hopefully you'll hear me talking in your brain where you're like, well, Trent just said, just whatever, it's whatever. What can you do, right? Walking around being pissed off ain't gonna change nothing, right? Like I said, I know it's frustrating, but just don't let it frustrate you. Trust me, because that's where I am right now. Like all for the past 2-3 weeks, I've been frustrated with the whole copy trader thing. But if I walk around angry all day, what is that going to do? It's not going to do anything. Is it going to help me? No. I'm gonna be on stream with an attitude. I'm gonna be around my people with an attitude. Well, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. I know it's tough. Trust me. I know it's tough, but just try to keep it as stoic as possible. Take a couple of deep breaths and just keep it pushing. And like I said, if that is going on where you can't close out, just keep trying things. Maybe log out, log back in. Just keep trying things to hopefully all the things that you're trying, refreshing, logging out, logging back in, all of this type stuff. Maybe going into TradeGheenyuz if you're using a copy trader. Just try some things and just see what you can find. I mean, you never know. You might find something. You might find like the holy grail of this particular issue, if this happens, do this. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, y'all. Just keep that in mind. I feel you. I feel you, my nail girl. Trends. Let's go. That's what's up, Marvin. Tried to lock them to see if it would close out. Don't work. Dang. Hey. I'm going to read it too. While y'all reading it. So y'all let me take this opportunity to do this little commercial for TradeGheenyuz. If you haven't got his one-on-one, I guarantee you a profit of $5K the next day. I restart my machine before every trading session to reduce my issues. C. Moody, smart. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. Can we take a daily a second time? I've never done that. That's not the way I was taught. Do this laser focus minded. Just to check it. Take it on demo. Don't remember, we don't go back into the market, right? Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I'm about to do. Let me log out. Boom, I'm out. Logged out of my accounts. Let me log out of my accounts over here. All right, cool. So I'm logged out of all my accounts. But yeah, I'm cool. Got 800 on 13 accounts, past 3 vals, getting close to more. That's what's up. Shout out to Utah. That's what's up, my brother. Hey, C. Moody. Good morning, all. Trend, did you trade today, and how was 5-0 last night? Yes, I did trade today. We took two different trades. I took Lazy's call out. I took it live on my Tradeify accounts. I closed out right around 2,305 accounts. And then I also took the daily strat today, and I closed out. I had to close out because I accidentally made my eval the leader, and I should have made my eval the follower. And if I'd have made my eval the follower, a follower account and not a leader account, I could have actually took more profit. I could have actually let it run all the way to the daily and took profits there. And then I just would have just had to just close my leader out individually in the copy trader to make sure that I stay within the consistency rule of 50%. So this my funded future eval. Another one that I have. So yeah. So, but other than that, yeah, Ty be on it. Ty be on it. I got to give it to him. That brother be on it. He be on it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, man, shout out to Marvin, man. That brother is really, really, like I say, I love people that invest into themselves, because I invest into myself and everything that I do. I have a mentor for everything that I have going on. I'm in the commercial property space. I got a mentor for that. I'm getting into the industrial commercial space. The industrial real estate space. I have a mentor for that. I know I got a mentor for futures trading. I have a mentor for options trading. I have a mentor for my storage facilities that I'm getting into. Like I believe in investing into everything, and I've paid a lot. I paid a lot of money into stuff. It's not about a lot of money. It's about investing into yourself. You can't look at what you're spending. You have to look at what you're going to get in return. You always got to look at your return. You can't look at what you're spending. Now, of course, if what you're spending is going to be upside down, then of course that wouldn't be something good to do, right? That's kind of here nor there, right? It kind of goes unsaid, right? It goes unsaid. So with that stated, invest into yourself. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a book, a subscription. Invest into yourself. That's the only way you're going to be successful. And for anyone that's here on stream, and you come into the community and you ask a question like, well, I'm just going to just make this clear. Whoever's in here wants to be in here. Number one. Number two, if you come into a community and you ask, if you come into a live stream and you ask, are you guys profitable in here? You're totally on the wrong path. You're totally on the wrong path, because what that lets me know is you coming in here for call outs. That's what you coming for. That's why you asking if y'all profitable in here. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna throw it out there. I ain't holding no punches. Straight up. I'm gonna talk about the elephant in the room. because I read that statement earlier and I just laughed and I ain't even I kept going. I went right past it. So if you're in a community and you're asking if people are profitable in that profitable on the live stream, what's the live stream community, like a trading community, that's cool to ask that question. But at the end of the day, well, you know what that tells me? That tells me that you're just looking for call outs, as I stated. Because what's going to make you profitable is you putting in the work, not the live stream you on, not the trading community that you're in. Yeah, the trading community, the live stream can actually aid you. It can give you some tools. It can give you some know-how. It can help you, right? But it's not going to make you profitable. So with that stated, if you're just in here for that, you know what I'm saying? I would recommend to make sure that you're putting in the work, because putting in the work is what's going to make you profitable, not necessarily the community. Because there's a lot of people in a lot of these communities that we're in, and they don't put in the work and they don't get the results. And then you look at other people that are in the same community with the same resources, watching the same live streams, with the same coaches, and what? They are eating. And they're eating why? Because they're putting in the work. So your profitability relies on you. It depends on you. Are you putting in the work? Are you back testing those strategies? Are you strategy hopping? Like all of these things. Are you exercising good discipline? You know, all of that type stuff. All of it. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Let's see here. The fun and favorite fam, I love there. Is there a lot of issues with NinjaTrader? Not that I know of. My coach and mentor is a NinjaTrader junkie. That's all he uses. Yeah, I haven't heard any issues with NinjaTrader at all, which making me think, which that's another place I'm thinking about transitioning to, because now I'm having issues with this login with Tradeovate stuff. And so I'm definitely thinking about trying NinjaTrader. So, I mean, I already have the software because, as y'all know, I had the Apex Copier, which is Apex Copier NinjaTrader 8. So I already was having the charts and stuff like that when I was using that copier. So I'm gonna start playing with it. I'm gonna start trying. NinjaTrader, I've never heard anything bad about it. Got a banner. Tradeify is broken. Says they will fix it in a few hours. Ah, that's what's up, Ty. Appreciate you, brother. You know what? I gotta join their Discord. So I can have that up. I want to be here. It's literally the most help I've had since I've started in March. Granted, I didn't branch out much more, but I don't need to. I heard that at TradeGheenyuz. Can you cover why we went bullish despite daily bias? How do I spot the market structure shift? Got you, laser focused mind. We will do that. This call is the highlight of my day. I appreciate it. We love you, Trent. Q, I love you too. I love you back. That's from the heart. For real. I'm late, but I made it. The nation, that's cool. You here, right? Right, Jerry Jack? Hey, Jerry Jack, I'm gonna say this. Now, I'm not respectfully, and I'm not instigating like a competition. I'm just saying, boy, Ty coming for you. Ty coming for you. I think, Jerry Jack, I think I know you have inspired a lot of people in the community just with your story and what you've done. And I know Ty like, nah, I'm going to get that. That's just what I see. That's just the energy that I'm seeing. And you know what? I love it because it's all beautiful, positive competition. It's not like competition against. It's not you versus him. It ain't nothing like that. It's competition against this market. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what we're in competition against. But I just want to say that I know that y'all working hard. That's all I can say. I know y'all working hard, and I love it. Let's see here. I like NinjaTrader, but I just don't have money right now. But I will use prop for live money. Yeah, there you go. You know what? You can still open up a NinjaTrader account. Do you have to fund it? I think you do have to fund it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. NinjaTrader comes with Tradeovate free because they're the same company. All right, Trent, I promise that isn't my intention when I ask you if you traded and how was the 5-0. I don't take your call outs. I'm just curious how your strategy is doing. I want to become my own trader. Oh, yeah. You know what, Morbid? I'm not taking it like that, my guy. No. It's cool. It's cool if you ask that question. I'm always that. I'm gonna tell you right now. That kind of stuff does not even bother me, bro. It's just a question. I'm not reading deep into that. You know what I'm saying? It's a question. You asked me if I trade today. You know, I definitely think that's a good question, right? I'm the one here excuse me. I'm the one here in the driver's seat, right? I'm the leader here, right? So I think that is a, how could I put it? I think that is a conducive question based on what we got going on right here. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I am not taking it like that, my brother. You are good. We are good. We are all good. Of course, Jerry Jack. Absolutely. Of course, Jerry Jack. I want us all. Of course. There's nothing wrong with friendly comp where everyone wins. Absolutely. And like I said, it ain't competition against y'all. It's us against the market. What I'm saying is I know Jerry Jack, when he letting everybody know, look, I done got 11 straight payouts. I know everybody's antennas was like, what? Like, nah, I'm going to get that too. And you know what? You should have that attitude. You should have that mentality. And you know what? I'm glad that he shares those things because you know what? That makes, I believe, like when any one of the members in the community are sharing those kinds of things about their accounts, about passing evals, about getting multiple payouts at one time, from what I truly believe is, like that little term they say, is lighting a fire under our butt, right? It's making us get up off our heels and get on our toes and understand like, yo, man, we got somebody up in here that's doing big things. I want to do that too. I need to elevate my game. So I think it's great. You know what I mean? I think it's great. What C-Dub say? It's like golf. You versus absolutely. Absolutely, C-Dub. Ain't no more facts than that. Ain't no more facts than that. For real. Speaking of which, I just got my new golf bag yesterday, y'all. I can't wait. I got my new golf bags. I got all my clubs about a couple of weeks ago. You know, all the stuff I lost in a fire. So it makes it feel like it's possible. Right. Exactly, Ty. That's why I like when y'all share that. I love when y'all share that. Like, I want y'all to share it. Like, I don't look at it. Some people may look at it like, oh, Mr. Payout is he flexing. No, ain't no flex. There's no flex. You can't flex in here. You can't flex in here. I want everyone to share their triumphs and share their wins. I want everyone to share any losses, any shortcomings, all of that. Like, we all need to know this. We all need to, we're a community, right? So it's just, y'all have heard the saying, it takes a community to raise a person in that community, right? We're a community of traders, right? So we're raising traders. That's what we're all doing. Everyone got a hand in this. I don't care who you are. Little do y'all know, even though I'm the leader here, y'all got a hand in what I do too, because when I'm reading the comments, I be breaking stuff down that y'all say, and I be like, ooh, like, give you a good example. What Ty has said in our members only stream, when he was like, yeah, I do this, I go in, I take this base hit, then I leave runners. I'm like, that's pretty slick. Like, I like that. So I look at it like it's just another strategy on how to take profits, right? I believe there's no one way, there's no one like exact way, right? When it comes to taking profits, like you can strategize all different kind of ways to take profits. You know what I mean? You remember, we got to finesse this market. We're in some different times right now, right? We're at war. We have an administration that drives a lot of emotions into our economics here in this country, and it's a lot going on. So with that stated, we have to keep that in mind to understand what we gotta always be on finesse. We gotta be able to finesse. We gotta be able to pivot at any point. You know, and I understand we can't be married to too many different things, right? We can't be married to the way that we take payouts all the time. That's what I learned when Ty had said how he takes payouts, because honestly, I've been doing what I've been doing for so long, and I'm a creature of habit that I've become married to my processes, and that's okay. But also, that's really not good when you really think about it. Because if you're married to stuff, if you're married to a process, you don't leave yourself no room to pivot. Now, it's okay to be disciplined with that process, but also too, it's also good to be able to welcome in some other ideas that could enhance the way you may do something. Could be one little tweak. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can enhance the way you do something. So it's good that we have everybody in here chiming in and saying what they do, because I read all that. So just to let y'all know, like when the stream ends, I have all the comments up. Still, like, even though we're stream ends, y'all don't see me no more, videos off, we ain't streaming no more, all that, I can still scroll through the comments. I can scroll all the way back to the very, very beginning. And a lot of times I go through there and I just read stuff and just see stuff, you know, just because to me, it's very important information, straight up. Yep, taking more base hits and I'm gonna tell you, I truly, truly believe where we are right now in this market, taking base hits and leaving runners is actually the way to go. The market is too volatile right now. This market is nothing like it was in 2024 when I started trading. Nothing like it. And taking base hits, I think that will help overcome that. Really, because remember, when the terrain changes, we got to change the terrain, right? When you go hiking, you ain't wearing sandals when you go hiking. You wear sandals at the beach. When you go hiking, you put on hiking shoes, right? The terrain is different. Just an analogy for trading. You know, holding right. And this is not a market, in my opinion, to be holding to all the way to your target. Take the base hit, let the runners hit the target. That's just kind of like what I'm seeing right now with this market, period. So just something just to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and let's go get this mental muscle. All of us ate today, which was really, really cool. And then we'll go over it. Okay, so I know I got some things I need to talk about. Okay, laser focused mind. They wanted to know why we went bullish. All right, so let me explain. First off, y'all know these pink lines are my targets for today, right? The pink lines are my targets for today. The blue lines were previous pink lines that price never touched, right? And y'all know I keep them on my chart until price touches them. If price doesn't touch them, these pink lines become blue. And then when price ever touches these blue lines, then I delete them off my chart that day. So let me give y'all the mindset. Right now, remember laser focused mind. We are never married to the bias. That's the first thing. We are never ever married to the bias. So being that we're never married to the bias is there as what? It's just the gauging point. But also to remember this, with the daily bias, there's a lot of things that can change that. Number one, news, right? We know we had huge news day today. We had a 200-point, 800 plus tick candle just in 1 minute, right? Huge volatility, huge volume coming in at 5:30. You know, so that's the first thing. Well, I'm sorry, that's the second thing. The first thing is we're never married to our bias. So, excuse me, because that can change. So laser focused mind and everyone that's on the call, remember that daily bias that we do is just a bias. We're not married to it. It's not a prediction. It doesn't mean that that's the way the market is going to go. Yes, our daily bias is pretty much almost spot on, pretty much almost every day. But still, with that said, I'm still not married to it because that is how my big brother and mentor taught me. Never be married to the bias. It is not a fail-proof, how would I say, cheat code to know which direction the price is going. It's just a gauging point, just something for us to look at, to be mindful of that, hey, overnight bias last night was bearish, so let's see what the market's going to give us. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you, right? Even based on the overnight bias, that the overnight bias was bearish, right? First of all, there's 8% line here, number one. Number two, I know we got a lot of this to reclaim, right? A lot of this. Also, because I knew we had big news today, I felt like all of this, that drop, all this right here, I felt all that was manipulation, all this, like this huge drop up here coming down, I felt all of that was manipulation to take the market low. So this way, when news came, it can buy back up. That's how I looked at it. Once again, a characteristics of NQ, just something that I noticed. Just pay attention to this. As y'all start, having more experience and putting more months and years behind your trading career, you'll start to see that. So that's just something that I I was paying attention to. The other thing is what? We talked about this in the members only stream. I don't like taking those sales close to the 8% line or even sales off the 8% line, because I know what? Once again, we talked about this last night. Based on going back 151 years of historical data, the market has always had an 8% return of investment, right? With that stated, that's why we have the 8% line on our chart, because we know this in this area right here, we know that based on the 151-year historical data, we know what? We're not going to be trading very, 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 very low beneath this 8% line. Will price go down there? Absolutely. It did that. It did that. But will we be just trading down here? Nah. From what I've seen based on a couple of years, nah. Usually that tends to stay above. Now, think about it. Let's look at something. Last year we were trading below the 2025 8% line for a long time. Why was that though? The tariff stuff we was dealing with last year. And we know tariffs sunk the market. So if you take the tariff stuff out of our economic data for last year, I guarantee you price would I would probably say 80 to 90% almost sure that price would have been trading above the 2025 8% line. But because we were dealing with all the tariff stuff last year, right? We was imposing tariffs on everybody. It was sinking and tanking the market. So the market last year traded a long time below the 8% line, 2025 8% line, which was 24 or 25, 40, whatever that was. I don't remember what it was, but y'all have it on y'all chart. We've talked about it. Y'all know the number. So that was a little bit different. Right now, we're not dealing with tariff stuff, right? So I'm also understanding how this market is moving with this administration. One, I've never traded with tariff stuff, so I learned something last year. Also, we're at war, right? So with that stated, Cameron, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. You're in the right place. Also too, just because we got no tariff talk, no nothing like that, and I'm just looking at how the market's been going, the news, different things going on. Yeah, we're at war, all of that stuff. But at this point, as far as when it comes to the oil and the gas prices, yeah, it may not have got back down where it is, but it's pretty much stabilized for where it's going to be right now. Wherever it's at, it's pretty much where it's going to be right now. $5, $6 a gallon, $7 a gallon in some places, who knows? You know what I mean? So, right. Also what Jay Royal said, it's crazy. 100 and 200 point moves are like normal now. It's so true. It's so true. Like 50-point candles. Like it's true. Like it's normal. It's crazy. It wasn't like that in 2024. Jay Royal can attest to that. And anybody else that was in the inner circle during 2024 when we were trading. Like there was no, yeah, a news candle might have been like that, but I'm saying like, it's just like normal now where the market is moving like crazy. Like it's just, the terrain is different, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. The terrain is different. So going back to my ideology, I don't like with the 8% line. I didn't plan on taking we talked about it last night. I ain't taking those. I'm not really trying to sell around these areas. I'm not. If you was a scalper and you're taking a sell on a scalp, that's different because you're getting a little quick little in and out, boom, boom. You know what I mean? That's much more different. But for me being a strategy trader, I definitely was not seeing that. Now, going back to why we took buys instead of sells is because one, as I stated, we're not married to the bias, laser focused mind. Also two, my strategy set up for a sell. So what made me take it? Well, this is my rationale. I have a target here, right? I have a target here. Price is here. Price consolidated right here, right? So would I really, truly be holding my trade here? Nah. No, I'm not going to do that. Number one. Number two, 8% line. I ain't looking for no sales. Now, I had a target up here that's pretty close. So what happened? What made me take this daily long? Well, right here when market open, we had market structure shift. Market structure shift is what? It is a candle close above the recent high or recent low, right? So being that I was looking for buys, that's what set up. This setup, we had market structure shift at 6:30. This candle right here. Let me open this up. This was market structure shift. This is the previous high at that point. This was the high and this was the low when the market opened, right? So we had market structure shift. I'm like, okay, cool. Also too, you would have to I recommend laser focused mind, go and back test this strategy. You got to back test it. You got to go back 3 years and back test it. All right. Now, that's what I saw. It's the first thing I saw. So once I saw this, I was waiting for a fair value gap. Fair value gap started to form right here, but this candle chewed it up. So it never formed. So I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I'm waiting. Fair value gap formed right here. And I'm like, okay, but price kept going. So what did I do? I followed my strategy rules. I went to right here, right above the fair value gap. That's where you place your limit order. And I put my limit order there. I'm going to change this to green. Actually, I'm going to change it to something brighter than that. Let's go purple. So this purple line is where I put my limit order at. Actually, I think it was 80. What was it? It was really the low of this candle, which is, it was, yes, right. It was 8. It was 28, 868.25. That's correct. Yes, that was the, I'm sorry, it was 28,868.75 was the actual entry. So I placed my limit order there. Price still was going up. I thought price was going to take off without us. But if y'all know about NQ loves to come back to fair value gaps. That's why I trade this strategy the way that I do, and I trade NQ the way that I do. That's why this is an NQ strategy, because it complements what NQ price action does. Shout out to my big brother and mentor. You know what I mean? It's one of his strats. So what price did? Exactly the way I was taught. Exactly the way I back tested and demo traded this strategy. Came right back down, tapped me in, and then went into the direction that it was supposed to go. It tapped this daily. That's the strategy. But what did I do? I didn't hold my full position up here. I placed my stop loss right here at the most previous swing low. So my risk was pretty low. My risk was, it was decently low. My risk was about 100 points, about 400 ticks, right? I went in on 5 contracts, so that's $250. So we're looking at about $1,000 stop loss. But the reward was even greater, right? So my risk reward was on point. Now, if someone didn't want to, if that risk was a little bit too much for someone, then I would say instead of going in on 5 micros, you could have scaled in on 3. I mean, you could have went in on 3 and you'd have brought your risk way down. But your reward still would have been higher than your risk. We're looking at probably, this has to be at least 2 point something to 1, whatever that is. But my point is this. That's why I took this trade. It coincided with my strategy rules and the way that this strategy works. Remember, I've been trading this strategy for the past 2 years, and I've also back tested it going 3 years when I first started it. I demo traded it for about 3 months. I actually demo traded it longer than that. I demo traded for 3 months before I went live, about 2 months before I went live, but I continued to even demo trade it after that. Like even when I would take my trade, I still was demo trading that setup. When I would see market structure shift, see a fair value gap, I was just demo trading that, even if it was 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock before market closed. I was still demo trading it. I was on the market. I was on the charts all day. I was just practicing, right? So the point is that is why I took this strategy, and that's why I took it in the direction that I took it. So laser focused mind, if you were wondering, just wanted to just let you know, give you, put you in my brain. And that's pretty much why we went long. So, but I also recommend back test it. Just back test it. I just spoke the strategy out. If you need to, just go back and rewatch this live. It'll be a recording and you can pause it and all that and get the understanding of the strategy down. So I'm going to say this is just the opposite if it was a sell. So if I was looking for sells and I had market structure shift, would have had to been what? A candle close below the previous swing low, which is just the opposite, right? Then you wait for a fair value gap, right? Then when a fair value gap forms, you place your entry right below the fair value gap, below it. If it's a buy, above it, the way I showed you here. So you place if there was a fair value gap there, you place your entry order below the fair value gap. Your stop loss is always going to be the previous swing high. That's wherever that's in view, whatever that is. If this was going to be your trade high, let's say your entry was here on a sell, you would be using this previous swing high as your stop loss. And then of course the target will always be these daily levels. Now, in order to even be able to take this strat, you have to put the daily levels on your chart. I have a video for that. Just go, if you're in a circle, you can go into my resources tab, TradeGheenyuz resources, or you can go onto my YouTube channel and I have a video showing you how to get the daily levels. So the daily levels complement this strategy. That's why it's called the daily strat. So if hopefully that helps, give you a good understanding into this strategy. And there it is. And of course, these pink lines, those targets, those are your, those are the targets for the daily strat. All right, let me jump in here. Fair value gap is an area where there's a lot of orders, but also too, what I would say is, because we're gonna hold on. Morbid drifters, wild. Laser focused mind, you're welcome, my brother. Yeah. You know what? There are so let's see here. You know what? My big brother mentor, go to Scalp God, Laser Focused Mind. Go to Laser Focused Mind. Go to Scalp God's YouTube channel if you want one immediately. He has one. Go to his YouTube channel and just look on there. He got daily strat examples, and there's a bunch of daily strat examples videos in the inner circle. If you're not in the inner circle, I think you are. Whether if you are, you aren't, it doesn't matter. You can go right there to his YouTube channel, and then you'll have one. And boom, it's a good breakdown. Joseph Love, fair value gap. I'm gonna do it the easy way for you. What is a fair value gap? Boom. Right there. I would say just go Google it. Real simple. You know why? Because I can say, oh, fair value gap is this. But let's be honest. I'm not going to give you a long, drawn out explanation like this with a little video. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying this, I'm not being a smart butt or nothing like that, or even trying to come off condescending. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just giving you some game. For real. We'll go right here. And it gives you a way better breakdown than I could even give you. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you a little video. The reason why I say that is because you're going to learn more from this than I feel you will learn more here than what I would tell you. Because I'm not, like as I stated, I'm not going to be able to give you this long drawn out definition of what a fair value gap is. But yeah, just Google it. Just Google it. But I can tell you is I use them in my strategy for this particular strategy that we traded this morning. All right. So let's go ahead and let's jump off of here. And all right, let's get this mental muscle rocking. So, question of the day today is, why do most beginner NQ futures traders blow up their first account? Why do most beginner NQ futures traders blow up their first account? I'm sure everybody gonna want to chime in on that one. What y'all think? I would love to hear from y'all. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Why y'all think? Why do y'all think most beginner NQ futures trader blows their account? Joseph Love said for sure, for sure, absolutely. Cool. Oh, finally let you close it, Ty. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Laser focused mindset over leverage. Kiara said because they get lucky without the proper rules they need to make it. Absolutely. T. Pruitt said over leveraging. Laser focused mindset. I blew 5 Lucid Pro 450s. Marcel, future opposite over leveraging. Trying to get to the money way too fast. I can speak for myself. Chasing payouts. No discipline. Jay Royal said greed. Mooner said they use NQ instead of MNQ. They are emotional and don't understand the rules. Definitely over leveraging though. Regina said emotions. Mike said ignorance. Christy said and over leverage. Chris, excuse me, said and over leveraging. AP Perry said over leverage. J Turner said risk management. Bottom said no proper risk management. No strategy. Morbid Drift said FOMO. Big time revenge trading and not meeting their R&R, overconfidence, over leverage, cutting corners to cliffs. All of those are great answers. Every last single one of them are great answers. And remember, I told y'all, what difference between real time drawdown mode and end of day, grace and focus. I will definitely answer that for you. Let's finish this question today, and I got you. In between, when soon we get done with this, I'll answer that for you. Not cautious about potential price reversal. Boom. All right, cool. So, all those answers are the correct answers, literally. So there are 3 main causes, right? And I've done my research on this. The first one was over leveraging. The second one, it's 4 main causes. Well, it's 3. It's 3. 3 main. There's a bunch of causes, but it's 3 main. All right. So over leveraging was number 1. No stop losses was number 2, and trading on emotion was number 3. So with that stated, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, all the answers are correct. Speaking on me, no discipline at all. It happens. We all been there. I know I've been there. Think about it. The market doesn't care about our setups, right? It just moves, right? It just moves. The market does not care about our setups. The price just goes where it's going to go. Fair value gap's going to form. Highs and lows going to form. You go to higher time frames, you're going to have support there. You're going to have resistance there. Like all that stuff is going to form no matter what is going on. And the way to beat all of that is what? To be prepared, right? That's why we jump on here. He said, I'm really good at all 3. Moving there to you, wow. You wild, bro. That's hilarious. But this guy is hilarious. Mood, boy, you funny, bro. That's funny. He said, I'm good at all 3. But just think about it. Being prepared is what beats all of that, right? How do we beat over leveraging? Understanding risk management, understanding contracts. Like someone stated, they run in minis instead of micros because they don't even have no clue. They taking trades with $2,000 stop losses. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. All leverage and risk management issues, right? No stop losses. Like, you know, I done that. Who hasn't done that? I done that. I ain't gonna sit here and I ain't gonna never cap. I'm gonna always keep it 100 with y'all. I've done that. Taking trades with no stop losses. we be so like, it's funny how being a beginner trader is just, it's hilarious when you go back and look at it, like what you used to do. It's really funny. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you don't know, you don't know. It's no big deal. And just like Mike said, ignorance, right? And ignorance does not mean you're ignorant. Ignorance can be innocent to some degree, right? Because ignorance is just what? It's just really the sake of not knowing something. That's what really ignorance is. Now, being ignorant, that's a whole nother conversation. But as Mike stated, ignorance. That's why I zoned in on that one, because it's very, very true. Because ignorance really kind of speaks to all of this, right? It's just you just don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. You think not placing stop loss cool. You don't know that you're over leveraging. You're just trying to get to the bag. You don't know that you're taking shortcuts. You know what I mean? You don't know you're not applying good risk management. Like, you don't know all of that stuff. Just ignorance. And guess what? Like I said, ignorance is innocent to some degree. If it's from a sake of not knowing, it's innocent. You don't know. We're not born knowing this stuff. You know, we got to learn. Now, outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, where we are now in our trading career, we understand these things now because we all have done them. All of us. You have to. That's the only way you're going to learn. There's not a trader. It can't be. There can't be a trader alive that ever said, when I got into trading, I never over leveraged. I always had a stop loss. I always made sure my risk management was good. I was always process driven, not never profit driven. Dude, whatever. Like, come on, that's impossible. Literally, that's impossible. So when you think about it, you have to work at this. You have to learn. Then once you learn, you have to implement everything that you learn, right? And you got to work at it every day. That's what it's all about. That's what we do every day. And that's why we in here every day. Literally, we in here every day. What? Because every day we are what? Fine tuning and sharpening we're fine tuning our financial skill and we're sharpening our trading sword. That's what we're doing every day. Every day. Think about it. We spend more time focusing on psychology and process and all that stuff than we even do taking trades. We took our little trades, we made a little bread. We done now. That part was quick. It's the other stuff that we got to worry about. Setting up our charts correctly, the right indicators, all of those things. Making sure we're going on the right contracts, making sure we're doing our math to understand, oh no, that's a 100-point candle. I can't, man, that's 400 ticks. Man, I can't go in on no 5 micros. I got to leverage down. Right. It's understanding those things. Those things take way more time than even actually getting in a trade or even placing a trade, meaning getting in a trade, placing a trade, it hitting your TP and you being profitable, or it going against you hitting a stop loss and you having a business expense for the day. That part is usually pretty quick. It's the other stuff that takes a bunch of time. So shout out to everybody who engaged on that and engaged on this question, because it's definitely very, very real. And it's definitely, how would I say, something that we all have to make sure that even at the 2-year mark, like myself, I still have to make sure that I'm not over leveraging, right? It's not like because I know it that it's just going to just miraculously happen every time that I trade. No, these are things that we have to implement every time we place a trade. We gotta count. We gotta check the candle. We gotta see from entry to stop loss, man. How many points is that? Man, let me times that time 4 to see what that. Oh man, hold on, man. That's 400 ticks. Nah, I'm not about to do that. I'm in on 5 micros, $2.50 tick value. Yeah, it's half of a mini, and it's only 2.50 cents per tick. But 400 ticks, $2.50. Go do the math on that. Y'all already know we had a band. Nah, you know what? Let me scale down. Let me scale back. Let me go on 3 micros. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, let me take a base hit. Let me bank some of these profits, and I'm gonna leave it running. Like, we have to always be finessing and thinking and coming up with a way that each trade is going to work for us. Every trade is just not going to, no trade is never going to be the same. Strategy will, the steps will, implementation will, but as far as the parameters, the numbers, that's going to change every time. What's up, sis? What's up, sis? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know you fresh off that treadmill. That's what's up. I got mine in earlier. I'm going to get my 3.5 mile walk in when we get off stream. But yeah, I got mine in today. But anyway. Yeah, sure. J. Roy, that's funny. So, when we think about all of that stuff, like it's just to remember that we always are constantly, remember I say this, we are professional decision makers. And I say it like that because we always are making decisions, and we got to make decisions on the fly, and they got to have bullseye precision when we're making these decisions. They have to have bullseye precision. We don't have no room for error. Any little error is going to cost us. It's going to cost us something, period. A bad entry, a bad fill, stop loss too big, over leveraging, risk management ain't right, all that stuff that we're going to be dealing with. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, shout out to everybody who chimed in on this. All y'all had the right answer. And I'm glad to see that, I do these for a reason. All I'm doing is that we're just training our brain. That's all we're doing. We are training our brain. We're there. We ain't gonna never be done, but when we get done with understanding all of this stuff, there's gonna be a portion of our brain that's gonna be all trader related. The other portion is gonna be everything else, but one portion is gonna be all trader related. That's the idea. So shout out to everybody who engaged on that. Like I said, everybody had the right answers, and that's just beautiful because it lets me know that we all on the same page. That's fire. I love it. I love it. I love it. There we go. All right, cool. So let me get to Grace. Grace and Focus asked me that question. Let me get back there because I said I definitely want to say that. Sujan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grief, FOMO, lack of confidence over. That's another good one. That's another good one. Let me get to where Grace. So what's the difference between real-time drawdown mode and end of day? So just remember. So real simple. End of day drawdown is literally what it says, end of day. Meaning if you take multiple trades, your drawdown is only going to be counted once the market is closed at the end of the day, EOD. Real-time drawdown is drawdown that affects you when you're in a trade. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna show you the easiest way to blow a $1,500 account, to blow a 25K account with $1,500. Or let me say this: to blow an account that has $1,500 in drawdown. Easy way. So this is why we do not like real-time drawdown or intraday drawdown. It's the same thing. Intraday, real-time. It's the same thing. It's like saying I have 6 in one hand and another person saying I have half a dozen. You're both saying the same thing. You're just saying it two different ways, right? All right. So let me give you this good example. So let's say you're in a trade, right? You're in a trade. You took an entry. Your trade is up. You're up in a trade. You're positive now $1,000 in that trade, right? Your trade went up $1,000, right? Now let's say you're holding for a particular target. The trade pulls back. It pulls back to entry. You're now at zero, right? Because all the $1,000 that you had, now that prices came back to entry, of course it was going down 800, 700, 600. Now you're back to zero because price is back to entry, but you're still in the trade. So you're like, cool, no harm, no foul. Now you went up 1,000. The trade came back to entry, which means that's $1,000 negative, right? Because you were up 1,000. Well, let me say this. You went up 1,000 and $1,000, then price came back to entry, right? So you went up 1,000 and you didn't lose the 1,000 really because you're back to entry. You're just really, it's not even a loss. It went up 1,000, came back down to zero, right? Now let's say price got you in drawdown now. Let's say you're in drawdown by 500. You just blew the account. And people be like, how I blew the account? I was only in drawdown for $500 and I have $1,500 in drawdown. Well, when you're doing intraday drawdown, anytime price goes against your gains, it's counted against you. So, as I stated, you got in this trade, price went up 1,000, it went back down to your entry. So that $1,000 that it went back, even though you're not negative in your account, because you're on intraday drawdown, the system is recognizing that, hey, you're $1,000 when it comes to drawdown. You're $1,000 negative when it comes to drawdown. You might not be $1,000 negative in your account, but you're $1,000 negative in drawdown, right? All right, so it counted that. So now you're $1,000 down. So in the system, you have $500 more left to go in drawdown before that account blows. Now, price goes below your entry, and you're in drawdown $500. Account blows. That's why intraday drawdown is never good. We always want end of day, because if that was an end of day situation, you went up $1,000, price came back down, back to entry. Then now you're in drawdown $500. It's only going to count the $500 that you were in drawdown. It's not going to count what you were doing in that trade. So it's only going to count the true losses during when you have end of day drawdown. It's only going to count your true losses. Your true losses is whatever you were negative from that trade, meaning whatever drawdown you were, if you were in a sell above, of course, above your entry, or if you're in a buy below your entry, right? So that's how you gauge that. So remember, you never want intraday drawdown. You always want end of day, period. Intraday, if you can. I know that sometimes we can't get away from it, but if you have a choice, always choose end of day drawdown. That's what you want. That's going to be the better option for your account, because it's only counting true drawdown, true negative that went against you. So that's the thing that I do not like about intraday drawdown. So hopefully that I try to explain it the best I could. And there it is. So let's go ahead and jump back to our mental muscle, and we're going to get into tip of the day. Tip of the day today is, and remember, y'all, we're going to be working on a lot of process-driven stuff. You know what I'm saying? Of course, all of this has some psychology to it, but we're going to focus on process, a lot of process probably within this next month or so. We've been real heavy on psychology, and I know it's time to break it up. So we're going to be getting a lot of process stuff, a lot of, it's going to seem very simple, but it's all process driven. So just keep that in mind. All right. So tip of the day today is never move your stop loss wider once you're in a trade. We all have done this. Never move your stop loss wider once you're in a trade. Y'all already know where we're going with this one. Moving a stop loss wider is what? Is letting a bad trade become a worse trade. And it breaks your plan. It breaks your discipline. I mean, it's just never good. And it's funny, I've done it, right? I've been in a trade. I got my stop loss set, and I see price getting close. And I think that if I move it down out of the way, that it's going to not touch my stop loss, not hit my stop loss, and I'm giving it room to go back the other direction. Why do we think that? I don't know. But I can tell you, I've been there. What's that, C-Dub? Is that a setting we can change? What are you talking about, my guy? Let me know. But yeah, I know we're all guilty of this. I'm guilty of it. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what really can you do, right? We can't really do anything about that. You know what I mean? I mean, we've all been there. We all understand, like, I don't know what in our mind made us feel like, oh, I'm gonna move. It's like you're moving your stop loss out the way or something. It's crazy when you're a beginner trader and you don't understand these things, the things that you do. Kiera said it works sometimes. True that. True, very true. It does work sometimes. But she said it's crazy. I thought I was the only one. No way, Q. J-Red keeps zooming in, so it looks like he's farther. Right. Yeah. Right. Juvier zoom out to make it seem like price is farther away from the stop loss. Of course, he does that. That's hilarious. The first time I saw him do that when I first joined the community, I was in stitches. I was crying. I was so joked out. That was hilarious. But yeah, so think about it. The only acceptable stop adjustment will be what, y'all? Will be what? Right? Moving your stop loss either the break even or above your entry, right? Or into profit. I ain't gonna say above or into profit, right? That would be the only one. You're welcome, Bettina. Anytime. So think about that. That's the only time that we should be moving our stop loss, right? Either moving a break even, and I never say go right to break even. I always tell y'all what? Move it in profit, move it into profit a little bit, not right at break even. So this way, if price does come against you, go against you and hit your stop loss, at least you still made a little bit of money. I always leave a little bit of gap between when you move your stop loss into profit and your entry. Just leave a little bit of bread there, because what that'll do is that'll also help you pay for the fees. So if you move it right to break even, meaning if you move your stop loss at the same exact price point as your entry, you're going to be paying fees on that last runner or whatever else, your last part of the position that you have in that trade. So always move it a little bit, always move it into profit. At least 5 points. That's 20 ticks. At least that. You can move it further than that if you want to, depending on where price is. But I'm saying at least no less than, give yourself at least a good 5-point, 20 tick gap between entry and your stop loss when you move your stop loss into profits. That's the only acceptable time that we should be moving our stop loss. Period. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, these are real simple. Like I said, this next month, we're just going to be going over some real quick process things that we can all understand and break down and just reiterate them in our brain. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, that was tip of the day. If you have any questions on tip of the day, let's rock. If not, anybody has any other questions on anything else, let me know. Which say Marcel said, the amount of times I've done this. Marianne Samuel, good morning. I'm looking to see someone trade live to get a better understanding of their setup, especially setting up stop losses. You gotta jump in with us. I'm not sure if you've been here, but we all took a trade live today. You know what you could do? Go back and watch the stream, watch this recording, and watch this live stream. It'll be recorded, of course. It's being recorded, of course. And just check it out. And you'll see us. I took a live trade today, took a strategy, and I'll give a breakdown of that as well. And also, I got a video for you. Also, welcome to the community. I'm glad you're here. You're in the right place. Let me shoot you a link to a video that I made that shows you how to create multiple TPs, set up stop losses, entry, all of that stuff. And this kind of gives you a cool little strategy breakdown on setting up entries, multiple take profits, and stop losses. All right, so let me get there real quick. Let's do this. All right, so it would be this one. Boom, boom. All right, so here we go. All right, I just dropped it in the comment section. Miss Marianne Samuel, there you are. Just click on it and it'll give you a whole breakdown. And then on tomorrow's stream, or if you happen to become a member and you join us for our members only, if you want to see some live trading, another thing too, just to answer your question, we have a members only stream. We're in here every Sunday. We trade one strategy, the same strategy every day, overnight in the overnight session. That's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We trade that in every session. It's called the Genius Vault. You're definitely welcome. Very inexpensive. It's I don't even know if inexpensive is even the word. It's $8.99 for the whole month. It's like 45 cents a day. We're trading 5 days a week. and it's members only, and we're taking one strategy. It's all live. We're all doing the same thing. We're taking the same entry, same stop loss, same take profit, and we're doing that. So if that's something that you're interested in, you're definitely welcome. Definitely invite you to join us. So there it is. Let's see here. If I can't watch, but I still won't be in the charts. I heard that. Yeah, and then also too, like Marianne, like C Dub said, just get here, market open, because market open is when we we really get to rocking. What's good? What's good, my brother Marvin? For real, Aqua. It's like free, like 45 cents a day. Come on, y'all. I don't have a yearly subscription. I don't. That's a good idea, right? I don't see if I can set that up. If it was annual, I don't know. So if it was annual, of course, this say 9 times 12. We know that's 98, right? Excuse me. I'm talking about some 98. Think about 8 times 12. 9 times 12, that'd be 108. Yeah, it'd be 108. 2 more months. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Have to come up with a cool little thing. Maybe if I'm able to do an annual, then I probably would just make it like $100, and then you'll save like the last 2 months. You'll get like 2 months free or something like that. But that's a good idea, Marvin. That's what my grandmother said, man. 2 heads is always better than 1. Same boat. I'm still learning in paper trading on TradingView. This is the first live I found that's helpful while I learn. Absolutely. Lizard 8101. I will, brother. I'm going to look into it to see if I can do that. See if they allow me to do that. My math is bad? What do you mean? Yep. Make this hobby so it's boring so it can replace your job. Absolutely. Marvin's funny. But yeah, Lizard 8101. Yeah, take your time. I'm going to tell you, this is what I would say. Take your time. Don't rush. Build the proper foundation for yourself. And anyone else that's on stream that may be new. Build the proper foundation for yourself. Focus on that part. Don't even think about no payouts. Don't think about no money. Don't think about any of that. Trust me. If you set up the proper foundation, the proper trading foundation for yourself, I guarantee you payouts and profits will come. You won't even have to do anything. Remember, payouts and profits are literally a byproduct of what we do as traders. They're a byproduct. And I say it that way because it's the end result of what we do. So if you think about it, it's last on the list. It's everything that we do before that is what really truly matters. Because without all of the stuff that we do before that, we'll never get to the profits, and we'll never get to a payout. Period. Damn, MQ playing with me and my emotions today. 2 losses. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go work out and get rid of these mad emotions I am feeling. Have a good day, Trent. You too. I already know what Bettina about to do. Anybody ever? No, probably no one's seen it. So Bettina had posted a workout video. Her hitting the mitts. She's, I would say, yeah, she was punching and kicking, hitting the mitts with a coach. I already know what she's about to go do. Coach hands. That boy, his whole hand's about to be red. Watch. She about to tear him up today. Boy, she's going to be kicking the mess and punching the mess out of him today. He going to be like, yo, what's happening? Boy, she about to tear him up. He don't even know what's about to happen. For real. We'll be able to upgrade to annual. Yeah, you know what, y'all? Let me just go look at it. I don't even know if I can do it. Honestly, I don't even know if I can do it. But I would definitely allow y'all to do that. Of course, Regina, of course. Remember, I'm a trader first, and that's what it's about. It's about us being traders. Of course, whatever's going to be the most advantageous for us, that's what we're doing. I just have to see if I can even do it. I don't even know if I can set up annual joints for that. I will definitely hit up my my YouTube rep, and then, I'm going to do some research myself and see if I can find out how to do it. If I have issues with that, I'll hit up my YouTube rep, and then I'll let them see. I'll let them tell me like if it can be done, and if so, how, and I'll get it done. But absolutely, if it's something that I can do, I'm definitely going to set it up, straight up. Absolutely. Say, yes, you can. We'll make it happen. Gonna ask. Yes, I need that shit now. I'm telling y'all though, I ain't gonna lie. I was super impressed. I had to reach out to Bettina. I was super impressed. That was last year sometime she put that video out. If you go through in the fitness section and just scroll up, you'll see her getting it in. Getting it in. Yeah, I had to comment on that. I was like, ooh, she beating the mess out the mitts, boy. She putting hands on the mitts. I was like, ooh, I wouldn't want to be in front of her right now. Yeah, y'all gonna see if I'm here Monday. I didn't take it. It's more important than a job. Let me see. Yeah, y'all gonna see if I'm here Monday. I didn't take it. This more important than a job to me. I ain't worked in over a year. I found the stream so late. It's all good, Q. Whatever. You're welcome, Bettina. Anytime. Absolutely. I mean, if that's something I can do, hey, I'll make it happen. It's not even me. It's just if YouTube allows me, it's done. There's not nothing I have to think about. Like, it's no big deal. All right, it's done. As long as YouTube allows me to do it, because I can't do it if they don't let me. If they let me do it, it's done. Done. Literally done. Say no more. For real. But yeah. So let's see here. Anybody got any questions? Any questions? Any concerns? Thing I want to talk about? Bettina cracking up. You see, you know, boy, you about to them mitts about to be smoking today. If we don't have no more questions or anything like that, we'll get up out of here. And if anybody's interested, we have a members only stream. We take a trade, same strategy in the overnight session. We all trade it together. It's cool. It's a fun environment. We in there having a good time. We got a couple bullies in there that be, let me stop. We got a couple bullies in there. Well, we thinking we have one. Where's the fitness tab you talking about? Q, you're in the inner circle? Because it's in the inner circle. It's fitness tab in inner circle. Yeah, fitness tab in inner circle. TradeGheenyuz, they don't allow it for channels to do annual. There it is, y'all. Yep. Sneha, my sister. Good to see you. She said, don't say that at Royal. See you in the evening. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. See you soon. Almost cried today. Nah, no. Look, I got to hit you with this, my nail girl. There's no crying in trading. What do you mean? There's no crying in trading. You'll be all right. Just keep it, y'all know, keep them emotions. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's in the inner circle. But yeah, she was getting it in. I'm telling you, I saw that. I was like, man, I gotta hit this sister. Trading with small kids I need to work on it. It's all good. Same thing with me in this stream. I'm getting better at it every day. Man, we missing out on the inner circle. It's all good. Just I'm gonna say this again, y'all. Just keep jumping on YouTube on Juvier's YouTube, and he will have a video where there will be some openings, and then he will accept people in. He doesn't just allow you to go sign up and just, enter the community. The community is very prestigious, and you have to do an interview, all of that type of stuff. So just understand that, but just keep knocking at it. Just keep cracking at it, and you'll get in. Do you have an affiliate link for TF or a discount code? Absolutely. Look at my scroll bar, laser focus mind, right down here. Use code TREND TEF. Yep, right there. Right on my scroll bar right there. That's why, or right here. You can scan that. Yep. Bam, bam. There or there. The code is there, and it's case sensitive. So just the way you see it is the way it has to be, written in. Or you can even scan the QR code, and the QR code will take you. The QR code is like a referral code, same thing. But yes, go and knock it out, and I appreciate you. Let's see here. Yep. You got FOMO, C-Dub. It's all good. We've been there. The good thing is, you have it, right? So that means 50% of the battle is won. You already identified the problem. Now what? You just have to implement a solution. That's all. So right now it's solution implementation is where you are right now. Straight up. Whoop. What's happening for the 5-0? Thank you for the morning rush. Absolutely, Mike. As always, appreciate y'all. We're going to jump off. And I'll see y'all. I see all these beautiful members in the Genius Vault tonight. Let's see what we can do with this 5-0. I'm hoping we get a great buy tonight. I'm just really hoping we get a great buy tonight. We'll see. We'll see what the market gives us, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm already thinking about the 5-0 after I saw what price did last night on the 5-0. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a nice buy tonight. So we'll see. Other than that, shout out to the Edge Fund, the co-founders, my brothers, Juvier, Scalp God. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And y'all have a blessed remainder of y'all day. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all as always. For the non-members, I'll see y'all first thing tomorrow. And for all of my Genius Vault members, I catch y'all later on in the vault. Be safe. Have a great day. And I am signing off. Yay!